Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I appreciate you guys take your time and tune into my YouTube channel. So before we get into today's video, I wanna make you aware that today's video has been sponsored by GNEMS. GNEMS is the company that I use to make my DEFT merchandise. I'm sure most of you who've been following my channel, you already know that I make a merchandise. So this is the company that sponsored today's video, and they make do brandings on clothing items as well as caps, track pants, t-shirts, golf shirts, as well as bags and shoes. So if you're interested, I'm gonna link their details on the description section below, and you can go and buy from them, or you can request whatever service you require from them. So in today's video, I have one of the Huawei devices, which is the device that I have here with me. It's a Huawei Y9, which is a device which was announced way back in May, and then it was released last month in August. And I just want to see how it looks and feel. And actually something that caught my attention was the all screen display. There's actually no notch or punch hole camera in this phone, so it's actually edge-to-edge display, though with an exception of having a little bit of a chin right here at the bottom. But however, let's see how it works. So before we get into the internal specification, let's see how it looks all around the phone. So from the right hand side of the phone, which is this side, if you're in my position looking at the camera, you actually find in the power button, which is right somewhere almost at the middle of the phone, and then you have the volume up and then the volume down right above the power button or the lock button. And then on top, you don't actually have anything apart from the microphone, as well as the SD card and SIM card slot, as well as the motorized camera. So this one, it has a motorized camera for selfies, and then on the left hand side there's actually nothing. So this side is actually pure open and there's nothing on it. And then at the bottom we find in an audio jack, which means, yeah, of course it still comes in with the audio jack. It comes in with the wired headphones, as well as the support type C and stereo and a phone call microphone. So looking at the back, it's a triple lens camera settings with wide, ultra wide, as well as the depth sensor for the camera, as well as the flash. And then it also supports the fingerprint for locking in and unlocking. And then for you to do that, you're gonna have to enroll your finger, whichever one you use, but I prefer to use my index finger because this is how I'm gonna hold the phone. So let's actually get inside the phone and see how it works. So I've already enrolled my finger, so it's actually easier to unlock the phone, considering the size and the shape of the phone. So the display on this phone is actually 6.59 inches, which is pretty much good. And then looking at the camera, before we take any picture with the camera, it has, the first lens has 16 megapixel, the second one has 8 megapixel, and then the third one has 2 megapixel. That's the depth sensor for the camera. And then the front facing camera, which is the selfie, has also 16 megapixel, which is pretty much good for a selfie camera. And then the screen, like I said, this is an LCD. It's actually not an LED or OLED, but however, it's pretty much good. So let's go ahead and unlock the phone and actually see how it looks. So this is the phone. I've actually unlocked it using my fingerprint. So I'm gonna show you guys that again. So to unlock the phone, I just put my finger, and then that's how fast it is. So let me do that again. Pull the finger, then it unlocks. So it's pretty much fast. I don't have anything else to compare with, considering that I use the iPhone XR, which doesn't have a fingerprint sensor. I only depend on the Face ID. So I'm actually thrilled to actually look at the size and the weight of the phone, which is pretty much impressive, looking at how much the phone has been developed so far. So the actual speaker that you actually use to hear your phone call is actually right here on top, which means you're just gonna have to have your ear closer. And another thing that they mention amongst the feature that the phone has, it actually has active noise cancelling. So the moment that when you receive a call and then you put your phone on your ear, it actually cancels all the noise around you. You actually hear what the next person is saying to you. It's pretty much impressive. And I've actually tested that feature. I can tell you guys, you can go to the store, or if you have this phone, try it you will see how it actually works. So let's come into the internal specification. So this phone has about 128 gig internal storage, which is pretty much good. And you'll ask yourself, why did they still include the SD card slot if this thing has 128 gig? But I mean, if you are somebody like myself who takes videos and pictures, definitely it's just a matter of time before your phone gets full. But however, it depends on the individual and what they use the phone for. And another thing that it has, it's a 4 gig RAM, which is pretty much decent. My phone has about 3 gigs, which, yeah, this is decent for a phone, and it's running Android 9.0. That's the operating system that's on the phone. Look into it's actually how to bring up the camera. So you actually go to the camera app, and then so this is the camera app, and then for you to actually bring up that motorized selfie, you have to just select the selfie option. So the moment I select the selfie option, this thing goes up, and then it's actually start recording. So let me see if I can show you guys that on the camera. So if you can look at the phone right now, the selfie camera is actually inside the phone, and then I'm gonna bring it up by just clicking here, and then you will actually see it going up. And then let me take a selfie on a portrait mode right now, and that's how it looks. So let me take a normal photo. That's how it looks. And then for me to switch back to the back camera, I'll just rotate the camera, and then that's how it looks. So the idea that Huawei has come in with to make an all display smartphone, or bringing that part whereby you have the whole screen to yourself to actually use it, it's pretty much impressive. Having to have the capability to play a video on a wide to wide or corner to corner angle, it's actually pretty much impressive, and I actually like it for that. And then you get no notch clogging on your way, or a punch hole interfering with your view. So that's pretty much impressive. So another feature that I like about this, it's well, it still has FM radio, something that I miss, and then it has 4,000 milliamp batteries, which is pretty much good. And then it has a 391 DPI, which is, I don't know, it's pretty less, but it's okay for the phone. I mean, you're gonna ask me about the price, of course, which is about 6.5 to 7 grand, depending where you're buying it, and which is a decent price for a phone like this and the phone of this specification. So I don't know what you guys think. This is one of the devices that I'm gonna play with just for the sake of the screen and that motorized camera. And in the long run, I'm gonna tell you how it feels. Does it become frustrating? Is it something that we can live with? Is this the future? Is this where we're heading? Or nowadays we're speaking of the in-screen cameras, which is going to be hidden behind the screen. But for now, this is one of the things that we are living with. So I'm going to give it a test, and then I'm sure later, I don't promise, but later I might give a feedback video. So let me just play with the device, and I'll come back to you guys. So thank you so much for tuning, guys, and I will see you on my next video. If you haven't subscribed, make sure that you're subscribed. Hit that notification button so that you get notified next time I upload videos, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, 'cause every time